Have you ever looked at a craft mold and thought, you can be so much more than a jar? Today we are taking one of my absolute favorite silicone molds and turning it into a high-end personalized wine glass masterpiece for a very special birthday. It's got dolphins, turtles, and a little bit of tropical magic. If you ever wanted to take your resin work from hobby to boutique, you are in the right place. Hey everyone, it's Mona here at Craft Clutch, and today we have a fun boutique-worthy episode, and I cannot wait to get started. Now you guys know I love this jar mold. I've made tooth fairy jars, turtle jars, beach babe jars. My friend likes a good Cabernet, so that's what I'm gonna give her. So I wrote down a few of her favorite things, sea turtles and dolphins. She loves wine. Black, purple, blue, teal, and turquoise are her favorite colors. But I'm gonna try to turn this, my favorite mold, into a glass of wine, red wine. She only drinks red wine. So we're gonna see how it turns out. Now I'm gonna mix my resin, and I'm using just an epoxy resin. I'm gonna do 6 ounces. I'm gonna have extra. I know I'm gonna have extra, but I don't wanna have not enough. Extra's not a bad thing. You just have to have something else ready to go. All you need is another mold. One of my favorite resin tools is this mixer. I have mixed a ridiculous amount of resin by hand, and this is a game changer for me. I just let it do its thing. I'm pretty sure it mixes it better than I do. Now here's where you have to use a little bit of mold logic. This silicone jar mold actually fills from the bottom up, meaning the top of your wine glass is at the bottom of the mold. To get that realistic glass look, I'm pouring the clear resin first. You could do more or less depending on how full you want your glass to look, but for this birthday gift, we're going for a healthy pour. Now for the lid, we're following that same logic. I'm pouring the clear first because that's where the jar and the lid meet. Here's a pro tip. When you're doing a two-tone pour like this, let that clear cure just enough so it's tacky but firm, or you can let it cure completely. If you pour the red layer too soon, you're gonna get a pink swirl, and we want a crisp line. But wait, I'm not ready for the red resin yet. Let's jump back. I gotta make some stuff. So I have this little dolphin. I'm gonna just take some scissors and I'm gonna cut off the tail, and you're gonna kind of understand why in a few. Woo, got it. I'm going to use multi-surface satin and seafoam, and I'm going to paint the halves of my dolphin so that we have the colors that we want. It's like an aqua, pretty color, and that will contrast nicely with the red wine, I think. Okay, and I'm just going to do the gray part. I'm going to leave the belly white. That's kind of my guide, and I'm not going to go super thick either. I'll do like 2 thin coats probably. All right, I'm gonna do the same with the tail. I need to make a turtle. So we're gonna make the turtle, and I have this mold. I've had this for a very long time, and I'm gonna use some mica powders. I'm gonna use some purple, some blue, and then some black. There's some residue left in there from a previous project, but I'm not worried about that because it'll just make the turtle more interesting. I'll do a little blue and a little purple for the shell. I'm gonna do some UV resin on it, and we'll see how that works out for me. And I'm gonna just tap out any excess. I'm gonna grab some UV resin, put it in there. I'm gonna do a little bit at a time. I'm gonna take my UV light, and then I'm gonna cure it. It's just on there curing it. And then I will just continue to do a few more layers. All right, I'm gonna pop it out of the mold. We'll see how it turned out. Oh, look at that. How pretty did that turn out? All right, here we go. We're gonna start putting this together a little bit. I'm gonna use my UV resin, and I'm gonna attach the dolphin, the turtle, and then the bottle of Cabernet, which I don't know if I showed you. Change the label. It says Cat 5 Cabernet. We live in Florida, and that's the significance of that. So the very first thing I'm going to do is put some UV resin down here where the dolphin is. Then I'm gonna hit it with the UV light just to make sure I get it to stay in place. Okay, do the turtle here and my Cabernet right here. So what I was gonna do, she does like fruity drinks too, so I thought I might add some umbrellas. Some little cocktail umbrellas on here too. I think I'm gonna first UV resin them together. I did put UV resin on the umbrellas. They're actual cocktail umbrellas, and they made them this cool transparent. All right, so I'm just gonna keep attaching stuff. So we'll put our umbrella's right there.
Now we can get back to the red resin.
Once that clear layer has set up just enough, or you let it cure completely, it's time for the Cabernet. I'm filling the rest of the mold with this beautiful deep red. And I'm gonna bring this over here. I want to carefully pour it in here. Let it kind of spread. I want it to get under and around all of these pieces. So I'm gonna keep dripping it around here. Since I've got some color on there, I'm gonna take these little pieces. They're little acrylic pieces and they kind of look like ice cubes when they're in there. So that is what they're gonna represent. Because she does put ice in her wine, I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna go with it. And it just is an interesting texture. All right, so I have some ice piled up in there and I'm just gonna drip some more of the resin on there so they don't look just like clear ice cubes. We want them to have a little bit of color like they belong there. Okay, and the rest of this, since I have extra, I am just gonna pour right into this bowl mold and we can start a little bowl. No need to waste any resin, right? I'm going to mix just maybe an ounce of resin just to put it over the turtle, the bottle, and the dolphin, just to make sure that the color is protected on those items and nothing scratches off. It's just a little extra protection, but it's gonna be very, very thin. While our resin is curing, I wanna remind you to stick around for the shimmer scale at the end. I need your feedback to let me know if this Frankenstein wine glass technique is a 1 or a 10. Also, if you're loving this transformation, hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. You won't want to miss my upcoming whale footstool flip next week. I need a stem for my jar. This is from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to score the stem with my glass cutter. I don't know if this will work because this is pretty thick, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Then I'm gonna heat it up and cool it down real quick to kind of give it a shock, and hopefully it will break properly. So all I'm gonna do is score this, hopefully. I don't even know if I'm scoring it. And maybe there's a better way. If you know a better way, be sure to leave that down in the comments below in case I ever need to do another stem on one of my jars. So I've got my candle, my glass, and my bowl of ice. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna heat this up. I have safety goggles on just because, well, often things don't go as planned. I don't know how long I'm supposed to heat this up for. Heat it up a little more, and I'm gonna put it in the oven. Oh, look at that. I thought it didn't work. Awesome. No way did I think this was gonna happen. It's like perfect. Little jagged, which is totally fine because that gives, you know, the resin something to hold on to. Perfect. And I'm going to just clean it up with a little rubbing alcohol, get any residue, soot, whatever off of there. I have a glass file, or I can take this just to kind of smooth any super sharp edges. It will be covered anyway, but that's something that you can do. And yes, you should wear a dust mask when you file like glass and stuff like that. You don't want that in your lungs. Here comes the fun part when we get to pull it out of the mold and finish it up, hopefully. I'm gonna start with the bowl just because it was kind of a last minute add-on. And I made this mold out of like a creme brulee dish. Looks pretty nice. Love it. Love the colors. Always love the shape. Very pretty, very pretty. Let's move on to the top first. Let's do that one first. See how that turned out. There we go. See? Very cute. Now we gotta get this guy out. Now it's easiest if you just kind of roll it down. Okay, so here's like her glass of wine and then her lid. Okay, very cute. Now what I need to do is my wine stem. And how I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna drill a hole in the bottom of here so that I can stick it in, and then I will attach it with some UV resin. But I also have to add the dolphin tail, so it'll be like the dolphin is busting through the jar. All right, I'm gonna put some UV resin right down here, and now I'm gonna just hit it with my light. Sets up pretty quickly. Then I'll add a little bit more. Okay, there we go. There it is, like it's busting through. There's the dolphin there. Whoops, you can't see it. Hold on. There's a dolphin there, and it's like it busted through there, and it still fits. There we go. You can actually see it through there a little bit. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera. All right, so now I'm going to drill that hole, hopefully right smack in the middle. And my drill bit is probably a little small. So I'm just going to kind of widen it. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, so I'm going to just take a little rubbing alcohol, clean off any possible dust or debris on there. All right, we're gonna go for it. We are going to just put some UV resin in here, the bottom. Check it again, make sure I have it level where I hit it with the UV light. All right, we're good, not good. There it is, a personalized resin wine glass jar. It's functional art that tells a story. All right, Shimmer Squad, it is time for the Shimmer Scale where you get to rate how this project ranks. So 1, it is totally unworthy, waste of time. 10, boutique worthy. It's something you'd find at a cute little boutique, like a fun, unique little find. Be sure to let me know down in the comments, 1 to 10, where you rank it. And if you want to let me know why, I would love to hear that too. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I can't wait to hear what you think of this version of the jar. Remember, next week I have that footstool makeover coming up. And in the meantime, be sure to check out this video. And remember, life's too short not to shimmer. So grab your glue gun and your glitter, and I will see you over there.